what Gen Z is doing nowadays instead of drinking is going to the cinema. Speaking of the cinema, we're talking about cinema ads.
Cinema ads.
Cinema ads.
Man,
Cinema
that
ads.
was a good
cinema
segue.
ads. Thank you, man. It's almost like it was your idea. Um, cinema ads are
break
in the
the
mix.
fourth wall.
Yeah, I see you. Cinema ads are in the mix because I think it's something that has never really been highlighted to me. It's just been something that was always part of the
I
cinema
love
going
cinema
experience.
ads, man.
Yeah, and I think they've been such a staple of the cinema going experience for so long that they've just become a norm. Whereas everything else around us, around me, around you, has been evolving, but the cinema going experience has not. And those 15 to 20-minute ads of pre-movie in the cinema are ads we haven't missed. We don't miss. I'm gonna be clean. I'm gonna come clean. I used to be an ad block user.
I still am.
We work at a marketing agency, guys.
That's fine.
Yeah. I still am with my local.
We make
laptop.
organic content mostly.
Yeah.
Good.
Organic, do organic. And so yeah, the cinema is one of the only places where I can sit down and really experience an ad for a extended amount of time that I can't skip. I can't just look away from. It's not a billboard I'm driving by. It's something I'm really immersing in, and I love ads that really take use of the sound system in the cinema. That just does something to me that's like.
I just like loud stuff.
Yeah.
I just like loud stuff. It's part of it's like Super Bowl light.
Yeah.
You spend all that money on a Super Bowl ad, your creative's going to be good.
Yeah.
With some exceptions. But like Kanye. But at least you
I was literally gonna say.
but at least you thought about it. To be fair, Kanye got a lot of chat about that, so
That's
it
good
worked.
conversion.
But if you're gonna buy a cinema ad on a CPM basis, which is like cost per 1,000 impressions, it's gonna be more expensive. So you're gonna think more about the ad and the ad experience because it's blown up on a big screen.
Yeah.
I think that creates some interesting experiences for the viewers as well, and makes it memorable.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I think recently one of the a strategy that people have been using is playing certain. I mean, movie trailers have always been a part of the ads. But recently, some of the movie trailers have been executed to such a degree that they've actually been the topic of discussion for the person that's leaving the cinema. Like, imagine
That's
you go
crazy.
in to see a movie, but the thing you're talking about after leaving the
Yeah.
theater.
What about that ad?
Yeah, it's crazy.
2.5 hours
and you've had
later.
exactly. You've had 2
What a
hours
shit
in there.
movie.
Yeah. Do better movies. I think also, so with that, Longlegs, the indie film, has been in the cut for its really viral trailer. Obviously, it blew the fuck up on YouTube. And obviously, it was like the talking piece for movie nerds for like over a month when the trailer was playing.
Interesting they called it Longlegs.
cinema?
They should have just called it Daddy.
Daddy Longlegs.
Yeah. They were like, what do we got Daddy? No, that's stupid.
Yeah.
We
I
get the
don't
wrong
know.
idea. Well, Longlegs.
They didn't want to fuck with Gen Z like that.
Some freaky spider.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think I don't know. The trailer was perfected to a way where like people just could not miss the movie when it came out. And it came out and it smashed the box office numbers. It's an indie film. It's not meant to perform with the numbers that it's performed at. I think it broke over 40 million USD, which is crazy because it had like a budget of 5. Like stupid numbers.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Especially like 2024 when the movie release cycle has kind of been murdered.
It's died.
I haven't been to the movies in a long time. I enjoy going to the movies, but it's a combination of them being really expensive and Netflix just spoon feeding me new movies all the time.
Yeah. You don't need to go out.
I'm not like a high quantity moviegoer because I find that I actually kind of struggle to watch movies. And usually when I travel overseas, I get really excited because weird as it is, I actually really like watching movies on planes because I feel like you have full immersion and no one can bother you. Where it's probably my ADHD. Like if I'm at home, I'll be like, no, this movie's not grabbing me. And it's like, because you're scrolling your phone.
Yeah.
I can't remember where the hell I was with that. But yeah, the movie release experience is just like so different nowadays. So like to be able to achieve that, especially for an indie film, is really cool.
Yeah. So it's an indie horror film, and I think they just played off the idea that like fear is one of, if not the strongest emotion in humans.
Yeah.
And so the second you do that, the second you actually instill proper fear into people, they
There's some
can't
good
help
social too.
they can't help but talk about it
Yeah.
to other people.
Yeah.
Which plays into the idea of like nothing tops the art of word of mouth. Like word of mouth is king. That's really the best way. Like I went to an improv show on Friday. Shout out Covert, and like they did not ask us to follow their Instagram after. They asked us to tell a friend. That's it. And they're just banking on the fact that I was going to tell a friend. It just goes to show you like how it's the primary method of like if you really want your stuff to get out there, the best things I've ever
I've
experienced.
come full circle.
Yeah.
Seth Godin is smiling watching this.
Yeah, the best things
Imagine
I've
if
ever
Seth Godin was
experienced
actually watching this.
have been coming from like somebody's word.
Yeah.
Well, like a friend's word, like my brothers, my sisters, blah blah blah.
This is the origins of marketing. I'm sure you've heard Nate's spiel about marketing pineapples in the marketplace before. Yeah, I won't tell the whole spiel, but like word of mouth is probably the most powerful. I'd say it is the most powerful form of
course,
of any, like if you get told by someone to check something out.
Yeah.
There's less incentive there, even though there's still incentive, subliminal incentive about what it says about you to tell someone to go do something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a really interesting media angle here too, like for Longlegs, they're obviously running this ad as a trailer at the cinemas. They're obviously going to reach moviegoers. That's why movies promote their trailers there. But people that are first movers in any category, for example, people who go watch the latest movies, it's a certain set of psychological kind of nuances or traits that often go along with that. And one of them is like they're also more likely, like they're going to see shit, not because they are, I can't remember the word for it, but they love new things and new experiences, but also because it's what it says about them. They want to be the guy that's going and seeing the movie, which means that they're going to go talk about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're obviously trying to activate those people. It's not just that those people are also going to watch the movies, that they're also going to be way more likely to talk about it.
Yeah. And in general, like with the big blockbusters, you're always going to get new eyes to your ads, like before the cinema. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's something about a cinema that like, it's socially acceptable for you to watch the ads there. It's like part of it.
It's expected.
Yeah.
People are like, you missed the movies. Like, oh, you missed the trailers.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the thing. Oh, I don't want to miss the trailers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the trailers are fucking banging. Like, and the ads that are in there. So you got 15 minutes. You know that at 7:30 the movie starts. The movie's not actually going to start to 7:45, but you're still in there at 7:30 because you're going to be sitting down. I've eaten all my popcorn before 7:45. I'm watching those trailers.
Yeah.
I'm having little quips to your mates next to you because it's still a little socially acceptable to be speaking when those are on.
A little bit.
That's all part of it, man. You can't miss that. That's the foreplay.
Yeah. It's, I don't know.
Sorry, I should make it dirty.
No, I love the cinema. And I think there's like a really smart play for like brands to position their ads in a way where it complements the genre of the movie they're going to play at. Obviously, I don't know if they can pick. I don't think they can pick like what movies.
Oh, you'll be able to. Yeah, for sure. I reckon you will.
You think?
Yeah, I've never bought. I've done a lot of media buying. I never bought movie ads myself, but I've looked at rate cards. In New Zealand, maybe you couldn't, but in big movies overseas, in the big cinemas, you'd totally be able to pick.
Yeah.
Because they have like bespoke creative for specific movies.
Yeah.
Because it's targeting as well.
Yeah, of
like
course.
it's not just movies. Like there's a big release coming out. I don't know, like Iron Man for some reason. But like if there's a lot of hype around the new Idol, Deadpool being an easy example. Like if you can get good creative in front of a Deadpool movie that plays on that tone of humor, you're way more likely to be remembered.
You're gonna have a banger. Yeah, I think like the example I was thinking of is like if you're playing like let's say before Longlegs, and it's like a horror movie where like everybody dies. If you or maybe like Fast and Furious. If you do like car insurance before that.
There was a Kiwi ad campaign that won a lot of awards, and it was one of those crime shows where it was something to do with like the morgue or something, and the person dies. And there was a life insurance. It was a life insurance campaign. So at the end of every episode, where it's like you found out how someone died, their body rolled out of the morgue
Yeah.
and started the corpse and started speaking to the camera. It's like, God, I wish I got life insurance or something like that. Like, I haven't seen the specific creator, but I've seen this reference at a lot of like ad campaign decks. I was like, that's wild idea.
Yeah.
And they had like the actor for each show was obviously an integration they did.
Damn.
So it's like this show had ended and then they like plugged the
Yeah,
life
yeah, yeah.
insurance thing. It's like, what was this whole thing a life insurance ad?
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. I'll send you that. It's like such
I
a
need it.
there's some interesting shit you can do when you get the right partnership.
Yeah. It's a match made in heaven if you get the right ad before the movie.